Welcome back to the Solo Promoter YouTube channel. It's a pleasure to have you here. Today we're going to be talking about Squared Circle, and we're specifically going to be answering a question that Thomas Morgan asked on the channel about what I print out when I get a new game edition. And this is also a question that I have seen on the Delphi forums for Squared Circle and the Facebook page, so I thought I would show it here. Now, what you should know is Squared Circle is available in basically three formats. There's hardcover editions, there is paperback editions, and then there is what's called ebook or PDF. It has both, I think it's called ebook on the Lulu website where you purchase them, but that's basically a PDF. I personally just purchased the PDFs. I know that Pop's Reviews, Hasim, he buys the hardcover versions and the PDF versions, and the hardcover versions look absolutely amazing. They look fantastic, but I recently just moved and I got rid of so much stuff, including gaming books, that I really don't have place for more gaming books on my shelves. So I just get the PDFs and then I print out just the files that I need. And I keep the main charts in this binder. Now, what I'll tell you about this binder is there's actually several games in this binder. This is a 1.5-inch binder, 400 sheet capacity. I have Deadball in here. I have Deadball Junior in here. I have the Mythic game system and a bunch of charts that I printed out for Mythic in here as well. But I also have the Squared Circle in one section. So let me show you what I printed out from the original book. The core rule book, I only printed out 8 pages, and I'm going to show you there. This isn't even from those books. This is a pinfall submission. This is just like a little thing on how to play the game. So actually, this doesn't even really need to be counted. This is something that ST Patrick sent me that I thought was just like a good overview of the game. And how to, with the basic rules, and so how to do that. So from the core rulebook, I took out the pinfall submission chart. Here on the back of this is the other pinfall submission chart. I have the thrown out of the ring chart. On the back of that is the tag team tag out chart. I have the cheat chart that has the match time limits chart on the back and the wait patiently after thrown out of the ring. And then I have the wins, losses, point adjustments for these things. We've got to update this for Memphis. But I have the win-loss point adjustments. And then on the back of this, I have the new manager control roll numbers there. So that's what's on that side of the binder. Then what I do is I have fed specific files that I have printed out from the PDFs. I own all the PDFs. I have not printed out, I've only printed out stuff from the New York territory book and the Memphis territory book. So let me show you what I printed out there. I, of course, printed out the power rankings, the tag team power rankings, the pinfall and submission chart that goes with that book, and then the wrestling raffle chart for that book, for the WWF book. And then, I don't even think this is all of them. This is some of the stipulation matches. Actually, this is a stipulation match, I think, from the core book. But I have that. This should actually be up in the front there. And then I have the quick play results. And then I just have some, and this is the other side of the quick play stuff. And then I just have some battle royal sheets. I just printed out a bunch of battle royal sheets and a bunch of match tracking sheets. I have found that I prefer to, the math goes quicker if I use an Excel spreadsheet, so I don't really use much of these, but I would for a battle royal. Then we move into the Memphis section, and the Memphis section is going to be pretty much the same. I have the singles power rankings, I have the tag team power rankings, and then I have the wrestling raffle chart for Memphis. Then I have the pre-match Memphis chart and the pinfall submission chart for Memphis. which also has the plus and minuses for wins and losses here. And then I printed out the stipulation matches as well. And then also, I guess, the quick play rules. But that's it in terms of sheets that I print out from the PDF in order to play the game. And I just keep them in this big binder that, as I said, has several other games in here. Now, in terms of wrestling sheets, wrestler sheets, what I have done is I will drag the page. I have a Photoshop file set up that is just set up for 8.5 by 11. I will drag one page from the PDF into the Photoshop file, and the Photoshop file is a 8.5/11 piece of paper. So it's set up like this, but then there's a line down the middle, and then I have margins, and then I just drag over the wrestler cards so I can print 2 to a page and then cut them in half, and then I put them inside this binder. This is a 2-inch binder, but it is a half-size binder, as you can see here. So then I just have all the wrestler cards in here. Oh, I guess I have 2 Uncle Elmers now. But I have all the wrestler cards in here, and I'll usually do the singles wrestlers first. Then it will go into the tag teams, so you'll have all the tag team pages here. And then after the tag, well, I guess that's not all tag teams, but it will go into, these are all still single wrestlers. It'll go into the tag teams, and then it'll go into managers. And I've started writing the manager's control number on, just in pencil on the old manager cards that don't have control numbers. Then I have Memphis, and I just thought this was a nice little touch to print out the cover so I know where the divider is. I have yet to find clip-in dividers for half pages. I'm sure they make them, I just haven't found them yet. So I've been using just a Post-it note to tell me where Memphis is, and then it's the same thing here. I have Memphis, and it'll go through all the singles wrestlers, it'll go to the tag team wrestlers, and right now I think I have only one manager printed out, and that's Jimmy Hart, so he's there at the very, very end. But that's basically how I do it, and I find that this works because as thorough as the Squared Circle books are, I'm never going to use every single wrestler, just because I'm not a fan of them, or I have enough wrestlers that fill that need. So this way has made it so I only really print out the ones that I need, or ones that I think I will use. If I start running other territories, which right now I have no plans to, again, I will print out for this book, the pinfall sheet, the wrestling raffle chart, and any other special charts or stipulation matches that go with that territory, and then I'll put them in here, but then the wrestlers themselves will be in here. I hope that answers your question about storage for these things, because the other cool thing is, then, so I have two, I have my WWF and my Memphis in here. I have my rule sheets in here. So if I want to play, I just take this stuff out and get my dice, and I'm ready to go. And then it stores away nicely, and I'm not printing every single page. I don't really even see a situation where I would print every single page. Maybe if I was going to do some project where I was going to have one match with every single wrestler that was in every game edition, which I don't think I would ever do. But if I ever did that, then maybe I would print everything out. But in that sort of situation, maybe I would just look off the PDF. But there you go. That's it. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Thomas, thank you for the question. I hope I answered it well. And I will talk to you soon right here on the Solo Promoter YouTube channel. Bye, everybody.